Leo's insights are presented to challenge, inform, and encourage you in your quest to break free from school-based approaches to education. Building upon a foundation of unschooling, we sincerely hope these insights help you to consider how education can be truly unlimited.
Last time, we established that authority, true authority, could only be delegated by someone who has the authority to delegate it. And we established that God was the ultimate source of authority. We also briefly looked at 1 Corinthians 15:24, where God abolishes all rule and all authority and power. We defined rule as a jurisdiction or kingdom, and authority as having the ability to exercise or distribute power, with power defined as having the ability to exercise authority within its jurisdiction. We also stated that power was more of a restriction than a license. We will see how this works today. It is very important to understand that you cannot have one without the others. That is, a rule without authority is nothing, and power cannot be exercised within a jurisdiction without authority. One final reminder of our last session is that there are two possible expressions of rule, authority, and power. That being, they can be legitimate or illegitimate. It is important to understand that the rule or jurisdiction must have order, which is expressed by an authority with a chain of command, and boundaries are created to limit power. Now let's consider a few jurisdictions. The best examples of rules or jurisdictions are government, church, and family, but we will include a few other examples such as economy, labor, and community to demonstrate a consistency of organization. Each jurisdiction has a chain of command, which is how authority is expressed. Government, for example, is under the authority of God, who directs the king, who in turn rules over his citizens. Church leaders are under the authority of God while ministering to the flock. Likewise, God directs stewards, who take care of the stuff of the economy, empowers owners to command workers in the labor jurisdiction, and God directs those who serve the people of the community. Finally, God rules over man, who is to lead his wife within the family. Each jurisdiction has a proper chain of command so that things are appropriately done. Now, just to make sure that every jurisdiction is clearly defined, God has created boundaries to keep them all focused on their specific tasks. Each boundary is placed to restrict the power being exercised within a jurisdiction for which it was created. Now comes the most important question. We need to know the answer to this question in order to put all this into proper perspective. Which do you believe is God's favorite jurisdiction? If we were to pick a jurisdiction upon which God is focused, which would it be? When God created Adam and Eve, which jurisdiction did he instruct them to create? Obviously, the answer is family. There is no other jurisdiction capable of creating children. Now for another important question, the answer to which should seriously clarify our understanding of parental responsibility. Which jurisdiction does God give the authority for education? Obvious again, family. Why would God have given parents the capacity to create children without the authority and corresponding responsibility to educate them? How can any other jurisdiction claim to know children better than parents? Summary question. What business does government have in training children? What business does church or community have in education? None. Perhaps these jurisdictions may have a compelling interest, but the authority and responsibility for the training and teaching of children is not part of their jurisdiction. Putting things into this family-centered perspective does beg one more question. What are the other jurisdictions there for? Why are bureaucrats called civil servants and church leaders ministers? Who are they serving, or to whom are they ministering? I believe that they are there to serve the family, which has always been God's focus and favorite jurisdiction. Let's not forget which jurisdiction is exemplified when the church is referenced as the bride of Christ.
We trust you were blessed by today's presentation. For more helpful information to guide you in your home education journey, please visit educationunlimited.ca and leogaumont.com. Be sure to like us and share us on Facebook.